Hey, this is David, aka Chessman, and I'm here today to play my 100 games of chess, and I'm going to continue that. So I'm here, and I'm going to make my moves. It says I got 98 games where I got to make a move. That's just the ones that I have to make a move. I have well over 100 that I'm playing. So let's get started. Okay, I saw the open counter gambit once, and I don't remember what to do. Um, huh. It's a gambit, so it makes me believe I'm supposed to take and just see what happens. Because I don't want him to push. That would be horrible. So defending doesn't make sense. I can't get my bishop out in time. Um, yeah, I'm going to take and see what happens. Hope for the best. Alright, what is this? Queen's Gambit declined. Uh, hmm. I could develop a knight. I could pin his knight with my bishop. Probably going to go c6 to defend the d5 pawn permanently. If I go here, his next move is going to be pinning my knight, I'm pretty sure. Because then he'll want to go e3 and then get this bishop out. Worried if I go here, he might have queen a4 check. And I'd have to block with the knight. I think it maybe get this bishop out. Because again, I'm thinking c6, then this bishop has to get out, and then the knight can go here. Huh. Unless I just go here. I don't know what to do. Maybe I should go bishop to e7 first. That way the bishop can't come to g5. Then I can play knight to f6. I think let's try that. Let's go for that. That's what I'm going for. That's what I'm going to go with. Hopefully I have a decent game. Okay. I don't even remember what to do against the Slav. I'm pretty sure you're supposed to develop one of the knights. The disadvantage is supposed to be that this knight can't come here anymore. So he's going to want to bring his bishop out and then develop his knight here. So it kind of makes sense for me to develop my bishop. I'm just wondering if he goes e6, his bishop's going to be over here. And I'm wondering if I'll need my bishop to help defend. I'm going to take a chance and develop my bishop. Okay. I'm thinking of just going c5 and blocking in their bishop. I wonder if that would be a waste of time. Because I'm worried his bishop's going to come out here. And then his knight is going to come out here and then here. I'm always worried about that. So it's like, can I afford to waste a move and play c5 or a3? What other moves? To me, the most obvious move is to just develop this knight. But let's see, if I develop, he pins. And I unblock the pin. Yeah, I think developing is probably what I should go with. And the only thing I can think of is either develop this knight or I could develop the bishop. If I develop the bishop, though, the problem is I can't bring the bishop here. Because maybe I'd like to trade this bishop off. But if my knight is here, or my bishop is here, it blocks it. So now I'm thinking maybe I should take. I'm going to develop my knight. and risk it. Gotta keep head in development. Alright, well, the only move is to take. Right? Yeah, so I'm gonna take with the queen. E4, D5, knight F3. Uh... Again, I'm thinking of develop my bishop. Probably play c6 and get my knight out this way. Or I could develop a knight. I'm probably going e6, which means I should get my bishop out. I'm just always worried if my bishop's over here and he goes e3 and his bishop comes out. But I guess that's why I'll have to go c6. Alright, I'm going to go with developing my bishop. He might chase it, and then I'll have to figure out what to do. But, okay. Let's go with that. We go c4 here. Pretty sure we go bishop d7. Pretty sure. So I'm going to do it. I'm going to go d6 here. I'm going to go c4 here. Pretty sure the move is knight f6. Attacking the e4 pawn. Looks like we're going to get a Nimzo Indian, but pretty sure the move is knight c3. I'm not sure. Worried about his bishop coming to b5. So I'm wondering if I can afford a waste of time and play a6. But I wonder if I'm supposed to play knight c6 in order to stop this push. His next move is surely to move the bishop, because he's got to move it out before he plays d3 or d4. Yeah, I think I'm just going to play knight c6. Okay. Um, I'm worried about my pieces not having anywheres to go. So initially I was thinking knight f6 and just castle. I guess my bishop could go here and my knight could go here. If I take, it's getting his bishop out. Um, I already feel like I'm at a disadvantage. But I'm wondering maybe take here and then put my bishop on here on this long diagonal. Hmm. I'm worried, but I think I'm just going to develop my king and get it to safety and worry about the queen side later. I think I might be in trouble though. The queen's gambit declined. I'm pretty sure either knight move is good. So I think I'm just going to go knight c3. I'm pretty sure it's King's Indian, so I'm pretty sure I'm supposed to go e4 here. We go c4. Okay, we got the London system. And maybe I should try a different move, but what I was playing before was bishop to f5. Just copycatting. Because I wanted to go bishop out, then pawn, then bishop. I think I'm going to stick with it. I think it's a safe option. I'm going to go d6 here. Let's see. Thinking what happens if I play d5. I play, takes, and the bishop has to move. Is that good? Takes. Bishop has to move. It's just to say if you can get d5 in, then you're doing at least equal. And I'm a little worried he's gonna go e5. I'm gonna take a chance. I'm gonna go d5. That's what I know. So gotta try it. Unless God says no. Doesn't let me process the move. Okay, I know there you can play e4 or e3, but what I know is e3. So I'm going to play e3. I know I'd play e6 here. Okay, I think this is going into King's Indian territory. I'm not sure. That's weird. Oh, it's the old Indian defense? Hmm. Let's see. I mean, the only thing I'm thinking is knight to c3, getting ready to play e4. So I think that's what I'm going to do. It looks good. I'll play c4. I'm going to stick with bishop to f5 and hope it works because I've been playing him in like 5 of the games. 3 or 4 anyway. Okay, this one. The c4 and e4 pawn one. I think I'm just going to play d6. It's tempting to play e5, but I just think that's too risky. I think I want to play d6 to make sure this pawn can't go forward and then play knight f6. Hopefully it works, because I'm not sure. But let's see. c4. Let's see, what is this? I don't know what this is. All I know is this bishop can't come out here and pester me. I'm thinking just play knight c6, stopping this pawn from advancing. So I feel like I got to play knight c6 or I got to play d6. But knight c6 stops them from playing d4. This bishop can't come over here anyways. So knight c6 seems like a safe move. Gonna play c4. My initial reaction is just to go e6. I gotta think. Uh, if I go e6 and he goes bishop here, I'll have to block with the knight or with the bishop. Okay, I can block with the bishop. If he comes with the knight, then I could kick it. Alright, yeah, I'm going to go e6. Stick with the plan. Let's go c4. I'm going to go d6. I'm going to go d6 again. I think I decided on bishop to f4. I'm hoping that's the right decision. But maybe I shouldn't put all my eggs in that basket. Huh. I don't know how to get the pawn back if he decides to defend it. That's the problem. But maybe I'm just going to have to go into the game being a pawn down. Yeah, I guess let's risk it. I guess. Bishop here. England Gambit. I'm not very familiar with it, but I know you're supposed to take. So I'm going to do it. That one's going to be a tough game. Great. I think I have to play knight c6. Because if the bishop comes out here, I can fork them and defend this pawn. So I think that's what I'm going to do. And it stops this pawn from advancing. So, yeah, that's it. Huh. I think the best move is to kick the knight. And then play e4. So I'm just going to go for it. I really don't know what to do in this opening. But I must have the advantage. Surely. Play c4. Okay, I don't know what this is. Wanting to play the French defense, I guess. But I don't want to, so I'm going to play c4. I know if you don't want to play the French defense e4, you play c4. Hopefully it turns into the Queen's Gambit declined. I'll play d6. Gonna play e6. Gonna play c4. Now this I will play e4. I think I have to play knight e5. That's what I'm aware of. That's the move I'm aware of. So hopefully it goes well. Hopefully. I think I'm just going to go d5. And hopefully I can defend that pawn. Alright. Let's hope for the best. Hope chess. Gonna play e6. Gonna play c4. Gonna play bishop d7. I want to play e3 or e4, but I think I'm supposed to play a4 first. So I'm going to do it. I think that's what I'm supposed to do. This might be a big mistake. Or do I go queen a4 check and then collect the pawn? I wish I knew the theory. I'm seeing he can't necessarily defend right off because I could take it with the knight. So, what are my options? My options are e3 or e4 or queen a4. I'm a little worried that d4 might be too risky because then there's no other pawns defending this pawn. So I feel like I might have to just baby step it. But that means this bishop's only staying here. I'm going to defend the pawn. I'm worried about e5. So I think I got to defend it. Hopefully that's the move. Now we're going to play c4. Play d6. That's a weird move to me. But I guess it gets the bishop out. Hmm. Not sure what to do. If this bishop comes out here, I could just go c3. Um, I think I'm just gonna go knight to d2 to discourage the knight jumping here. Kind of wonder if I should just spend an extra move and move the bishop to g5. Or I think I'm going to go bishop d3, because then the knight comes out, then I can attack it again. Then he's got to take me, and I can take with the queen. Yeah, let's go with that. We'll hope for the best. They say never move f3. That's what Ben Feingold says. Never move f3, because now your knight can't come here. So how do I exploit that mistake? I think I want to go e6, because then I can go c5 maybe, or maybe I can't. I don't know, but I'm going e6. Get the bishop out. I'm pretty sure I'm supposed to go knight c6 when they play knight c3. And I want to stop this pawn from advancing. So I think that's what I'm going to do. Of course, he can go bishop here. So maybe I should go d6 instead. That way if he does bishop here, I can trade the bishops off. I'm going to go with d6. Okay. Pretty sure I'm just supposed to defend it. Defend the pawn, even though it's already defended. Yeah, I'm going to defend it just in case the bishop comes down and I got a block. So, okay. Defense. I'll go c4. Okay, I'm going to go e6, Queen's Gambit declined. I could go e4. I could go knight c6. I think I'm just going to go e4. Okay, what do I do here again? I think I've been going bishop f4. It's just, what if it's a mistake? I've done this in 2 games already. If it's a mistake, that means I should do something else. It's just, I want to go here, but I don't want my bishop to be there. So I'm going to keep playing it. It's my logic. I'll have to learn the hard way, and then I'll lose a bunch of games and won't do it ever again. I want to avoid the French, so I'm going c4. Okay, I'm going to turn this into the Queen's Gambit decline, or the Slav defense, excuse me. All right. c4. I think I'm supposed to take, because the knight takes, and then I get to kick it with the pawn. So that's what I'm going to do. Take. Playing c5. c4. I'll play d4. That's interesting, because now the bishop can't get out. I could go c5. I could go knight c6. I could go bishop b4. I'm thinking I'm leaning towards c5. Because they say if you get c5 in, that's pretty good. I'm just trying to make sure it's not a mistake. If I go c5, if he takes, I take with the bishop. And if he takes my d5 pawn, I take with the pawn. Seems fine. Or do I take with the knight? I might have a isolated pawn at the end of things, which I really don't want. But I might have to go that way. I'm going to give c5 a try. I'm going to go c5 again. I'm going to go c5 again. I'm going to go c4. Gonna go d4. Gonna go d5. Gonna go d5. Oops. d5. England gamut again. I know I'm gonna take the pawn. Then hope I can figure it out. Gonna go d6. Gonna go d5, go with the Slav. I'm gonna go knight c3, just to be different. So hopefully I don't lose all my games with that with the Slav. I could defend. I could kick the bishop. I could defend with my queen. I think that's what I'm going to do. Yeah, I think I've seen that before, so that's what I'm going to do. That way the knight can't jump here, the queen would take. So, okay, I like it. What do I do? I could defend with the bishop, even though it's already defended by a pawn. I could move the queen. Moving the queen might be good, because if he takes, I can decide to take with the pawn or the queen. I'm just worried if I go bishop d7, he's going to take, then I'm going to take, then he's going to push. But now that I see it, I could take his knight. When he captures back, I could take the pawn. Then he gets this pawn. I'm going to go for it. I think I survive. I think I'm supposed to take the pawn now because the bishop moved. So I'm thinking of doing that. What if he takes with the knight, though? I could just castle. Can't really play c5. I think I'm just going to take the pawn. Hope for the best. Again, I think I'm supposed to take, because if he takes, then I can attack him and have a strong center. So that's what I'm going to go for. Wondering about d5. Now I'm thinking of just going knight c6, but I'm not sure. What if his bishop and queen come out? Go here, and he goes here. Do I just go here? I assume he takes. Let's risk it. d5. Hopefully I don't lose the game. I don't know what that does. Now the knight can't come out. I was thinking of just going e4. Or I just develop the knight. thinking if I go e4 and he goes queen a5, pinning my knight, I can just break the pin. I'm going to try e4. Try to gain more space. Pretty sure I'm taking with the queen. Yeah, I think so. Hmm. Uh... I don't know, I could play bishop b5, g5. Could play knight f3. I could take. I'd like to get this bishop out, I think. But what if he comes down here? Then I would like to have my bishop here. Maybe I should just take. No, I don't think so. See, if I pin and he pins me, I guess I could attack. Takes. I take. Or I could just develop this knight first and then see what happens. I think I'm going to be boring and I'm going to go e3. To just for sure know that I won't lose this pawn. And I'll just have to win in the middle game. Okay. I don't like it, but we're going with safety. We take. Take. Pretty sure knight c3 is the move. Looks like some of our opponents made the move while we were making our other moves, so we're gonna keep. I guess we'll do a few more games. A few more, I guess. Let's see. it's like I kind of don't want to make more moves because I want to wait the couple days so my opponent's not ready for me to make a move. Because if they're in the zone in this game and I'm playing 100 different games, they're gonna have the big advantage. So I want them to kind of get off my game and think about some other games, and then come back here new, not sure what to do. But I don't know if that'll work. The initial move that comes to mind is knight to c6. Another move is a6. Just I'm always, if I go here and he goes here, what do I do? I guess I just block it. Alright, we're gonna go with that. I'm gonna go back to bishop f4. Sicilian. Okay. Huh. I think I can safely go knight c6. Gonna block with the bishop. Great, the England gambit. Now what? My initial reaction is to block with the bishop. I can either block with the pawn, block with the knight, or block with the bishop, or block with the queen. I'm not going to block with the queen. Knight here just looks bad. If he takes, I got to take with the pawn. So I don't think I want to do that. I'm worried there's a trick. I'm thinking the only move is bishop d2, and if he trades, I probably trade with the queen, take with the queen. But what's the gimmick here? What's the trap? If I block here, you could go here. Maybe I have to have, for the pawn, I need to have less development than my opponent. Maybe that's what's fair. I think I'm going to have to learn the hard way. And I'm going to play bishop d2. See what happens. I think knight c6. Trying to stop this pawn from ever moving. Thinking of just going here. Or maybe I should take the pawn. Huh. Always worried about losing this pawn. If I go bishop and he takes, I gotta go e3 or e4. If he goes here, then I can take. Uh, let's block. I gotta learn the hard way. I think I'm just gonna kick the bishop away. Or maybe this was a wasted move. Maybe I don't want to. Maybe kicking him and chasing him to this long diagonal is not a good idea. Maybe I should make him want to go there by himself. I could just go e6, or I could go, e6. If I go knight here, takes, goes here. Yeah, I'm going to attack, see what he does. This looks a little tricky. Because if I go a3 and he takes and I take, he can go knight e4 attacking my queen. I was thinking if I go bishop g5, I just gotta make sure there's not some really good threat, like takes, takes, here, takes, takes, and I guess takes. I go here, can't jump in. I'm just gonna go here, hope for the best. Oh, if I go here, he gets this pawn. Nice. Nope, the bishop's defending it. I think I have to go here. Attack the queen. That's what I'm gonna do. Could go here, bishop out. Can't go here, I don't think. I don't think he can go here because takes, takes, takes. Got a castle, got to get these two pieces out. Thinking e6. Yeah, let's do it. Thinking of taking the pawn. I think this is the last one I'm going to do for today, because they're just going to keep making moves all day. So I want them to have to stop playing this game for a day or two. I mean, this move to think about is bishop d2. Unblocking the pin. I don't like this bishop on this diagonal, so I'm also thinking about bishop d3. I think I'm going to go bishop d2. And I think that's it. Yeah, they're all making their moves. So that's it for today. Let's see if it tells me how many games I have total. It says 50, but then when I scroll down, now it's 98. Scroll down again. Hang on. I know I have more than 98. Unless they resigned. I thought I had at least 102 games. But I got some more games starting in a few days. So I'll be over 100 again. But if I had won some games already, I think my rating would have gone up. So I don't know. But 98 is still a lot. I had 102 the other day. All right, that's it for today. If you haven't already, please like and subscribe. And I hope you have a great one. Pray for that God guides us in all our games and all our in our lives too. Bye.